5 minutes and we'll go.
Yeah. Okay.
Last but not leastman.
So I'm Michael. I go to Ramallah. For my starter project, I built an electric dice kit. And for my main project, I built a balancing robot. And so my electronic dice kit, it has a piezo on the bottom, which senses vibration, and every time I tap it, it'll change into any number on the die by the logic chip in the center kind of. And so that's pretty much how that works. Keeps changing. For my main project, the balancing robot, it works with an accelerometer that's attached to an Arduino, which is mounted onto an Arduino, which has all my code. And the wheels are also, the Arduino allows for greater power to the wheels from my batteries. My wheels are also attached to the Arduino. And so the accelerometer sends out data for by tilt, and when it senses tilt one way or another, the wheels will allow it to follow, will allow it to rebalance itself. Right now it's not exactly working, but I can show you what I have so far. So it wobbles somewhat. So it can stay up straight, but it won't find a 0 degree angle that will allow it to stand still. But it's a work in progress, and maybe by the end of this week, I'll be able to get it to stand straight up. And that's my start project.
No, that's a good.
Well,
Any questions?
so how does the Arduino know when to tell it to change directions?
So I've the code in the Arduino, and so the numeric values that the accelerometer sends out tells the wheels to either power one way and make ground another way, alternate ground and power with the pins, and so by doing that it can reverse and forward. So,
Do you think you have any difficulty with slopes or slopes that change like a seesaw? Will you be able to maintain, the up and down orientation if the plane that you're on begins to slope up and down?
Oh, I think yeah. So you're asking, is it going, is it gonna calibrate itself?
If it goes up a
If it
ramp.
goes, it's a subway goes up the street. If it's a slope.
Like if you're on a hill.
If you're on a
the
hill.
ground. Yeah, it'd be able to work because it doesn't really know if it's on flat or slope surface. So if it's at all tilted, it'll just it'll drive itself up. If you tilt it. Yep.
Is it actually supposed to move forward while it stays up, or is it just supposed to be in one spot and shift itself to stand in the upright position?
So it's really supposed to just stand up in a straight position, but I was planning by the end of the program to be able to push it and still stand up straight. So maybe I can probably get that also working by the end of the week. But yeah, it was supposed to. It might.
Some of the difficulties that you have.
So a lot of difficulty is with the accelerometer. A lot of the values I had to calibrate. Tweak the code so that it would not violently vibrate because it used to go crazy. So tweaking the code was a big problem, and also when I mounted it, it wouldn't really drive. It would just kind of pulse. It wouldn't do anything but just pulse. And so, another difficulty is actually building the base, the wood. That was a problem. Actually, just a few minutes ago, one of my wheels broke off, and yeah, so that was a problem.
Michael, this is your first time at BlueStamp?
No,
Can you talk a little bit about your experience from then to now?
yeah. So I'm a returning BlueStamp student. Last year I built an automated dog dish filler. So like this project was a lot more hard. But I learned a lot more, and from last year and from this year that I carried in, and I had a basic understanding and could take off from that for this. And that's my BSE experience.
Almost 8:01. It's 8 o'clock, so under 10 minutes, 5 minutes, please come back. We're going to get through the rest of the projects and hopefully share a couple cool little stories from some of the students. Thank you. Yeah, food. Food left.